Oh, Umania, aha, Umania. Sure, you all remember this song when you saw the theme, right? I remember it. Let me tell you, that is not a decent song, but there is a learning from it. I'll tell you about the learning at the end of this section. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the table topic section of this meeting. But just a spoiler over there, spoiler alert, Sunrose told that this is the fun section, but I'll have to warn you that it is going to be a bit serious this time. Why so? You'll get to know. Likely with all the meetings, the table topic section has one section where volunteers, anybody from our audience can come volunteer to speak on a topic given by the topics master. But there's something else in today's meeting. In this section, I'm trying out a project from my pathways. The project is about getting consensus, making you all agree on the viewpoint which I'm going to present today. What is this about? This is kind of related to the theme of today's meeting. Women powered. You saw Deeksha, Sunrose, Nikita, and you're seeing me now. We all seem to be tenacious here and ensuring to speak in a way that you agree that we deserve to be ascending the throne. Yes. Although we have given few itsy choices, chances to the gentleman out there, general evaluator and his team to speak few words, well, few only because that's how it runs, right? A woman's world. You know, when a woman speaks, the men get only less chances. Sorry about it, guys. This is how it runs. So today, I'm going to speak about how with the power of being a woman, comes great responsibility. You have seen these women today who are all speaking, including me, do not need a push to come forward and present our thoughts. Through the ages, women power has been growing overwhelmingly. That today we stand shoulder to shoulder in a man's world where most of the rules are laid upon by the men. That's how it has been. But as I said, with power comes great responsibilities. And there are incidences where we women step over, cross the boundary, cross the line, and deshame the other set of women. Like the recent incident which went viral on social media, you have known about it, I guess. Hashtag Lagnaukal. You know about it, right? Yes. That lady, she looked thinner than me, but I don't know when. She had such strong willpower, felt tenacious, and went on slapping that innocent cab driver. It might have seen, like we were not there in the scene. One of you might have been there, but I was not. But in the video, it came across that there was no mistake of that type. What happened there? Did she think that the man would not dare to step ahead and take a revenge on her, attack her back? This thing would have created a commotion, a chaotic scene in that area. Did she think like that and continue doing it? I guess that was it. She did not see the consequences probably. Consequences of enraging a man, bringing the monster out of the man. It could have gone either way. But lucky or kind of clever of that girl about exactly the topic. You have been given a power of given the equality to stand equal to a man, but still you misuse. There are some cases where misuse happens, and people tend to generalize the entire set of women and keep pointing fingers at the rest of the women. For making you to come into agreement with what I am saying, I would like to know your opinions as well. Opinion on some topics which I would give. The table topics section has 3 topics. Remember, only 3. So if you lose the chance of being one of 3, you will have to wait for the next meeting to speak. So in this 3 topics will be related to the theme itself. And as the timer has said, you will have 2 to 3 minutes and you will have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute. And if you will have a buffer of 30 seconds to prepare and frame your thoughts before you get on with the speech. And later, after 2.5 minutes, you will be shown a red card, after which 30 seconds wrap up your story and give a good conclusion. This is the baseline, basic foundation of it. And also, remember, as the grammarian has mentioned, improve your vocabulary by using the word of the day and the phrase of the day. I guess the grammarian, I request you to put the word of the day and the phrase of the day again in the chat box, please. So you make use of it and give me your opinions about the topics which I give you in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So are you ready? Can I have the first volunteer, please? Anyone? Go for it. Say me, me, me. I can see you. No, only Azhar is on the video. I guess others are there, but you're not in my frame. But others, I can see the chat box.
Tashmash and Nandini, Anjali raised their hand.
Anjali, yet another woman. I am so happy to welcome Anjali. Anjali, can I have you on screen? If you can unmute yourself and turn on your video, please.
Hi Nandini.
Hi, Anjali.
I
Yep,
started my video and I think am I visible now?
we can see you and hear you clearly. All right, ready for the topic?
Kind of.
Yeah,
Okay.
you might have come across it many times. I
That's
just
right.
want to know your opinion and thoughts about the topic. Men are guilty unless proven innocent, and women are innocent until proven guilty. Your take on it, please.
This is a very interesting topic. I actually recently watched a movie about this, and at first I was like always on the women's side. Like this movie made it Article 50, and in that movie, right from the very beginning, this story is actually about the story of a woman where she takes revenge on the man because she wanted to continue her affair with that man, but he took advantage of her and then left her. So she accused him of raping her, and things went like that. So this was a very serious plot, and at the end, when it came into light that the woman actually blamed him for that, I was actually taken aback. Yeah, the topic today that you said, that at that point it came to my mind yeah, we women, we have been started giving, we have just started getting the power and all the equality that we speak of in the society. And because earlier we had to fight for everything, even now we have to fight for everything, but now at least some people are coming forward and they are supporting openly. But yeah, at times there are many women who take bad advantage of this, and because of this, people tend to generalize all women as like people generalize women as gold digger, and this is something that I don't agree with. And yeah, if a woman want to marry someone for money, so it's okay. In my opinion, it's okay. It doesn't matter. This is her choice, and if the man agrees with her, then you are no one to complain about it. And yeah, that's my thing.
Thank you so much, Anjali. Well put. Your thoughts are absolutely right. Men sometimes cannot get away by the accusations made by women. One of the incidents I have read, this girl was 16-year-old and the man was in 40s. They were in the same neighborhood. They got friendly, just a friend. He was a well-behaved gentleman, as everybody said in the neighborhood. Spoke of him, the same words in the neighborhood. But I don't know, I don't exactly remember what happened. The parents, the family members of the 16-year-old minor girl, filed a complaint of molestation against that man. The man was convicted 7 years of imprisonment. And you know what happened? 6 years. The final hearing is still pending in his prison. On the sixth year, it was proven the women, the family members agreed that it was a false accusation. What do you have to say about it? The man was
That's
in 40s, as I said. He spent 6.5 years, maybe 7 years to come out of the prison. 7 years of his prime age group has been lost in prison. The man does not know what to do, what career to pick, how to start, how to earn his living. He does not know. He has lost 7 years. Agreed, the 16-year-old minor girl did not have much knowledge about lodging a complaint and all. But what was the mother doing? What were the family members doing? Was it just a case lodged to ensure that whatever the man had done to the family will be, he will be convicted for it? He will be getting, give back time? Was that what they thought? A molestation and a rape case, as easy as like that, you can put on a man, and the man has to lose some important years of his life. This is what happens. This is somewhere trending in the current world that we women, we all here, we know that this may not be the correct. Still, some of them go ahead and still do it. This is one of the point I'm making. You have the power for sure, but you should not be misusing that. Because of your misuse, somebody else is getting hurt at the end of the day. Yeah, let's get an opinion from somebody else as well. Anybody else volunteering for the next topic, please? Anybody, somebody, anybody? I
I
know
can
there
go.
are serious topic
I can
right
go.
there. Thank you so much, Aparna, for volunteering. Volunteering. Aparna is a tenacious
Yes.
woman. She will definitely give voice her real opinions over here, I'm sure. The topic for you is the inheritance law is patriarchal in India. What's your take on it?
All right. Sure. So it's patriarchal in majority of the country. So I wouldn't say it is in the total of the country because the culture in the northeastern parts of India, it is matriarchal. The mother is the head of the family, and the girl children will get the property from there on. But well, we just yesterday we had a discussion around this because in my family, for my father, we had two daughters, and there's no conflict here on how things should go on, or with the property, or with the wealth, or with the family member, or legal help, whatever you call it. But then the discussion went on to my mother, where my mother, there are four sisters and just one brother, and and somebody questioned, "What share did you get?" to my mother, and my mother said, "Nothing." All right. So let's keep property and wealth for a minute over there, and let's move on to so called family tree. There's something called, so my uncle, my father's elder brother, he went ahead to draft a family tree from my great great grandfathers to just see how it is all going. And after they, he just sent that WhatsApp text to me to let me know that this is how the family is. And in the entire family tree, there is nothing like a woman's name there. So it finally ended up as if my father do not have children, and and the so is with my uncle's children too, including my uncle's granddaughter. Wow. So should that still be patriarchal? Should we really look at it as stereotypical? And then the answer I got is, all right, when we marry the girl off according to the Hindu tradition, there's something in the tradition where we say this is how we are gifting our daughter to you to let your family grow, or your name goes forward. And then my sister quickly turned out and said, okay, but this is very bad, right? So we will not come in their family tree, or we will not come in this family tree. Which family tree do we belong to? Then I told, all right, the society is running this way. Should we really fight about it? Should we go ahead and say this is all stereotypical, that we need a name there? That's when I use some the cultural intelligence example which shared, and because we think that is all stereotypical, we think, we question a lot, we are fighting for silly things. Can we just change the lens and see? Because no, God has given the gift to only women to make babies, and that superpower cannot be recreated. That cannot be made artificial. Then who can claim us? Which family can claim us? I think we are beyond that, and that's the reason they are not. They're not. They cannot tell us we belong here, we belong there. We are the gifts to this planet to continue the human race further. So that's how I feel. So that's on my take on how things should go on and how it is on. And over to you, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master.
Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw a topic like this where you debate or you try to get a consensus about the empowerment of men, women, the rules, the laws. It continues. You cannot stop there because we are still fighting for it. Don't you all agree? I'm sure I'm trying to get a consensus from you, but yeah, you are not getting that better. You have to put a yes or a no in the chat box or give me a thumbs up in between, please. Do you agree, Sunrose Shalini? Sunrose, I'm looking at you.
Yes, Nandini.
She looks glum. Yeah.
Well, I could agree differently.
We will. I need a thumbs up. I'll come back to you. I know everyone wants to speak on these topics. It's not so easy one to enforce our power, right? We are in this man's world. We know we have the power, we have the equality, but still, there's lot many things to do. With the inheritance law, such an overlooked issue. No power, no land, money, property. The way you look at your daughter, your brother's wife, your son's wife, everything changes, but it is all intrinsic to the family itself. True, many of our family are educated now. They don't see it like that. They have only girl child at their home. It would not be an issue, but in majority of our country, this is still an issue. But in this case, is there a misuse of power? Do we do it? I truly don't remember any incident as such. I've not read about it, but I guess it can happen, right? You're fighting for your liberty that I want my father's share equally shared with my brother. My brother says that no, the law does not say that, leave it. Here, there's no misuse yet because we have not got the power. What happens if we get the power? Will women tomorrow come up and say, make a different kind of, that, what is that called? Family tree, and say that I also was your father's daughter, only give it to me. Maybe daughter from other mother doesn't matter. All can come up only with power. With the power, the money, even a dead body can speak. That's a proverb. So anyone can change. The misuse of power can happen when the inheritance laws in India might change. Thank you so much for your views, Aparna. Next, the last one. I want to know opinion from one person who is ready. I know it's becoming a bit serious. You want some emoticons here to be.
Abhilasha already nominated Toastmaster Nandini.
Welcome to you. Okay, Abhilasha, tell me something. Am I looking good? Abhilasha, where are you? Where are you? I cannot see you. Abhilasha.
Yeah, am I audible?
You're audible.
You're looking so pretty that I've got guests at my place.
If I
And
say
I'm attending this meal for you.
please, attention, please. Just when a woman stands over here, if she is aesthetic enough, you would look at her. And if she says, attention, please, with the strength in the voice and the confidence in the voice which I'm having right now, will you give her the attention or not? Yes, no, yes, no. Will you give my attention? Got the attention. The power of women. Sometimes this power can be used for our advantage. Like right now, I ensure that you're all ears to what I am saying. Sometimes we should not be crossing the borders. One more topic where this can be discussed more, Abhilasha. You may not be quite aware of it, but if you have heard, there are divorce cases all around the world. Messy divorces happen. You know, settlements, financial settlements has to happen at the end of divorce, right? Sometimes it's 50-50, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
Are women doing a fair job to the men or not? What's your take on
Can
it?
you please repeat? I guess, I mean, your voice is lagging, I guess. Or can you please write it in the chat box? I couldn't
It's a
hear.
long one. I'll repeat it again.
Yeah, sure.
Even with the divorce laws, do you think it is fair on men? Is it fair every time on men? What's your take on it? Anything if you know about
Is it fair as in you're talking about the financial aspect, right? You're talking about the financial
divorce
aspect, right?
involves everything. It's a split between partners.
Okay.
Whatever and how, whatever you know about it. I understand it might, you may not know much about it, but still. Alimony, right?
Alimony is basically you're talking about. Okay. Jackie, can I please have 30 seconds for it? I don't want to.
Yep. Timer, please note.
Sure. Yeah, I guess I'm ready. Yeah, I guess I'm ready. Okay, so alimony. Basically, if we talk about the thing where women are playing the household things and guys are the earners, there I might agree that yeah, you've given your life and women are never paid for what they do, right? They're never paid for what they did and they do not know anything else to be doing in future. I mean, they might split at the age of 35, 40, 45. You know, at that age they do not know how to learn new things. So in that case I do believe that they need to have that right because they do not have anyone further first. But if both the people are earning, you know, just the way I want my partner to be, I am a big time, you know, equality lover. I'm that kind of girl who can shout at my father. You know, even my father, if he is sitting on a Sunday on the chair and I'm making sandwiches, and I'll tell him, "You come up, no? Even that was a free day for me." So I'm very sorted in it. So if both the people are working, I do not believe that you should be, you know, getting and trying to, you know, do that. That this is so wrong. That what that guy did to you. If you hate that guy, if that person is so bad, how the hell can you have anything from him? If you're already earning, we have been talking about that we are independent. Why the hell are you not giving half of your job money to him? I mean, it should be based on that then. If both of you are working, and there is this one more thing. Generally, people always talk about, you know, kids only belong to mothers. It's not. I mean, even I do not believe in that thing that when divorce happens, there generally mothers get the child custody, right? Because yeah, we are very good with handling kids and all that, but no, it's not the case. Maybe there are some mothers around who treat their kids like what not, who treat their kids, who use their kids for money to grab more money from fathers, right? We have made it so serious that we have, you know, we split the things. Either it's a boy thing or it's a girl thing. Why can't we fight against the evil being together is what I believe in. There's, you know, patriarchy. It's patriarchy. Even the men, the guys, these people, if they do not know some things, no, you need to be telling that guy with love rather than being so angry. Because darling, patriarchy is not their decision too, right? That's it from my side. Enough of Gyan. Thank you so much.
See, I told you some of these topics where you speak about the power of women, you're fighting for it. 2-3 minutes is nothing. You cannot speak, you cannot put your thoughts out completely in that 2-3 minutes. But well done, Abhilasha. With I would say you're still in your early 20s, but do not know the many repercussions of divorce can bring in anybody's life. True, the woman might be earning partner, she might be giving for the household as well, but when the divorce gets messy, when they want it out, both the partners go toe to toe. One puts a false allegations on other. Women also take advantage in this case. I tell you a real life incident from my own family. The girl got married, it was a lavish wedding, 11 lakhs odd spent. You know, the women get dressed up so nicely for their wedding, right? So much money spent on their jewelry, their makeup also. The very next day, she was with her lover, old lover. The new husband gets to know, of course, and he filed for the divorce. And this lady goes ahead and says, I want a compensation of 50 lakhs. The man is earning 10 lakhs per annum. Do you think only the man spent for the wedding? Yes, the girl's parent have also spent money, but was it 50 lakhs? It was her wish to put on whatever jewelry she wanted, and anyways, the jewelry is hers, to put on how much ever makeup she wanted, dress up however she wanted. And it was her wish to go ahead with her lover, yet the case was against the man. There were accusations, sometimes even cases where girls go on to put false rape accusations for against the men, and they demand money. Demanding such a huge amount from a man who has who's earning less is difficult, right? So in all the instances you have seen, women know that they have the advantage in they have got the equality in this world. Yet there are situations they cross the borders, step on the toes, and try to misuse their power. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am sure, or I hope that you have all agreed to the point I'm making today that we women are super powerful today. Like, be it Aparna, who is leading the L&D team over here, be it in the overseas that many astronauts are making their name, making India's name shine in US. There are many cases like this even in the recent Olympics. If I have to leave you with this one comment with the recent Olympics, there was a meme in Twitter saying like, all the medal winners are women, what are the men doing? One person replied, the men are coaching them. Exactly. If there is a successful man behind the women is also a possible case. So let's not misuse our power and stand for ourselves and stand for everyone else. Thank you so much for listening to me and sharing your opinions with me. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Sunrose.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandini. That's overwhelming, kind of, because you brought out a lot of thoughts inside my head. Right now,